As you can tell from the title, I'm talking about Cam, the movie on Netflix. So the way I stumbled up onto this movie Cam was I was on Instagram and I saw that Trippie Redd was talking about it. Yes, I thought it was a documentary like Hot Girls Wanted, but then no, it's not. So the premise of the movie is basically there's this Cam girl whose name is Alice, but she goes by the screen name Lola, and her goal is to get into the top 50. However, things have been a little bit slow and a little bit difficult. It's been kind of a hard road to the top 50 for her. So she's trying a whole bunch of different gimmicks. She even tried like gore stuff, like pretending to cut her own throat and just a whole bunch of unnecessary things, but I guess it's necessary if she wants the attention that she's looking for. And the people who watches her show seem to be really into the gory stuff. So she also does private shows with two different guys that we saw, and one of them has become a little bit obsessed with her, even started stalking her. So her mother doesn't know that she's a Cam girl, but her brother does, and he's telling her, oh, you should tell mom, why don't you tell mom? But she's just like,
I need to be in the top tier before I could even tell her about it. I want her to be proud of me. And
she actually got into the top 50 one night, but then another Cam girl who was like a rival started to get her followers to go and I guess downvote her. Upset, and she decided that she's gonna do a couples show, and she's gonna go to this Cam girl house to do the couples show, and the couples show actually worked. She got to top 50 and she was excited, but the next morning she woke up and someone was doing her live, and that person looks exactly like her, that person talks exactly like her, that person is her. However, she's there and she knows that she's not live right now, and she tried everything. She tried logging into her account. They're like, no, it's not working. She calls the company. They're telling her that she have to wait 24 hours. So she goes and she talks to the other Cam girls, because now she's blaming that rival Cam girl that she's the one who stole her account. And she was like, if
I stole your account, like, don't you think you wouldn't have an account, period? Like, why would I steal your account and have somebody else pretend to be you? Like, I don't care that much. Get out of my house. So she logged in as some other person, and she tries to talk to this person that looks exactly like her as like a viewer, and the person actually mentioned the viewer's name, and the person actually says her name, so she knows that it is actually live. Flash forward to the next day, she calls the company and they tell her that they cannot log her in. They'll never be able to log her in, and she just lost her account basically. She just started investigating and trying to find out how she could possibly fix this. Even her brother is having a birthday party and she shows up and all his friends are there looking at her doing her live, which I'm just confused as to how they could be watching a live. They see the person that they think they're watching right in front of them, but yet they're judging and talking shit about the person who is obviously not that person. Like, how I'm not understanding how they didn't make that connection. Like, if she's live right now, how is she in front of us? But they didn't care about that. Brother was fighting with one of his friends and the phone fell, and the mom saw everything. She saw that her baby girl is a Cam girl, and she got mad, but she just pretended like nothing happened, and she just went back to singing happy birthday to her son. And then the next day she did a whole 180. She just like, oh, maybe, you seem so much more confident on camera than you do in real life. Like, maybe this is actually something that's good for you. The problem I have with this movie is that you're expecting that there's gonna be some big resolution where you find out what's actually going on and who created this person that looks exactly like her, or who has her account. But we find out that nothing's really gonna happen. There's like this #1 girl who is called Baby, and she just never left her ranking. However, her personality seems like she's not really connecting with her audience, so no one ever understands why she's in the #1 spot. The replica of Lola and Baby, they do a couples show, and during the couples show, Alice is in her room and she sees everything that's going on in her house.
and she's freaking out. She find out more information about Baby by going on a date with one of her viewers that also dated Baby. And he showed a picture, and in the picture there was a hardware store, and she somehow linked the area of Georgia with that hardware store, and she googled prom queens, and she found an obituary of the girl who's basically playing Baby, and she saw that she died in 2014. So this girl has been dead for about 4 years now at that time, and she's still somehow doing her live. So she's even more confused than ever. So she decided that she was gonna go to her stalker and ask him more information, because she found out that her stalker was talking to all these cam girls who were in the top tier, and cam girl. She confronts him, and he says that he's gonna help her find it out, and all he need is some time. He's supposed to stay there until the next night where they could somehow figure out what's going on, and he could hack it in. Yeah, because he's some sort of IT guy. But then he's in the bathroom whacking it to her replica when she wakes up. Like, she tased the crap out of him, and it's like, what's going on, what's going on, what is this? And he's saying,
I don't know, I just know that I knew you were gonna get replicated, but I don't know who's doing it, and I don't know what's going on.
And she's realizing that the replica doesn't know what she actually looks like, so she doesn't even recognize that they look exactly alike. So she comes up with a plan, and she goes home, and she puts a vanity mirror behind her, and she basically asks the replica to do the same, and they went live, and they start doing some sort of competition, and she decides that she's gonna bash her face in, and then to expose the replica to make somehow change the way she looks, so then the replica would change. All this time, we are getting absolutely no information what the hell is actually going on. We know that they're like making copies of people, but who is making copies of people? The movie ends by her starting over as a different girl, with the help of her mom doing her makeup after she already like broke her nose and make it all crooked and stuff. Her mom fixed her face, and now she's wearing a blonde wig, look like Elsa from Frozen. That was it. Like, the movie ended right where we're supposed to get an explanation. Who's making the copies? What's going on? Like, there's literally a girl who's supposed to be dead, and she's out here walking around. And I think that they were supposed to be making a commentary on the deep fakes. However, it was so weird because the person, they actually had the voice. It's not like you're getting Britney Spears' face on a porn star's body, but then the voice sounds completely not like Britney Spears. No, these voices are actually saying new words that this character or this person has never said. So what are these replicas? Who was doing this? Like, was it supposed to be Tinker? Like, was Tinker the one? Tinker is their stalker, by the way. Was it her stalker who did it, but he's just lying? Because he was confessing that he didn't know how they were gonna be copied, but he knew that they were gonna be copied. Who's doing the copying? Is it about deep fakes, or is it just... Ugh. If you've watched it, please let me know, what is this movie about? What exactly happened? Because we didn't get a resolution, we didn't get real answers. Please comment down below and let me know what you thought about the movie Cam. I thought the movie was almost there, but then it completely didn't show what was... There's a whole chunk of it missing. I feel like they probably made the movie and then they had to cut it down, and then it did not work. Like, this movie is a movie that you actually need to see the monster. It's not Bird Box where you don't need to see the monster. You need to see the monster in this. You need to see what's causing this, because there's literally a character who's supposed to be dead and now she's alive. If you watched the movie and you were just as confused as me, or maybe I'm the one who didn't see something that I should have saw, then leave down in the comment section telling me what you thought of the movie or what I didn't see. Help me, help me.